We get set for the RGV Dorados and arena football action against the Texas Power. Dorados coming off a couple of losses in a row. We're trying to get back on the winning column. Texas Power coming out of the Dallas, Texas area are trying to roll into town and knock off the Dorados here on a Saturday night. Crowd still coming into this game. We've already seen the arrival of the Texas Power. They'll be in the black or the dark blue uniforms with the orange trim. And the Dorados team is still back in the locker room. We'll wait for the arrival of them to come back out onto the field. Bert Ruiz is on the camera tonight. We also have additional cameras in play as we are getting set for the RGV Dorados as they make their arrival here onto the field. Fans watching out there, give us a shout where you're watching from. Be sure if you're on our social media to share the link on Facebook. Those of you on our YouTube channel as well, subscribe to our channel and help get the word out to other fans who may not be aware of this broadcast going on. We are Rio Sports Live. We are coming to you live from the arena in Hidalgo, Texas. The scheduled 7:30 kickoff, so we are just a little bit behind as far as that goes. And they bring out the Dorados one by one. Darren Daniel, quarterback, will be on the field first. And here comes the other captains for the team as they are arriving on the field tonight. 50-yard field. If you're unfamiliar with the playing style of the Dorados and indoor football, it's a 50-yard field. It's shortened on the sidelines compared to the traditional 100-yard field. There is an end zone, although it's even trimmed off on the outside edges on the backside. And there are field goal uprights in place for extra point kicks. Touchdown, 6 points. Extra point is a single point through the uprights. If you kick it, you go for two. You can run it or pass the ball into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Team continues to be introduced to the crowd on hand. And again, Bert Ruiz is trying to catch them as they come out of the tunnel, each one by one.
Number 88, Darian.
Dorados were originally not scheduled to be back here at home until May the 5th. But a scheduling change for the Texas Power allowed this game to come into play. And so the crowd that's on hand here will be entertained to some arena football here on a Saturday night. Appreciate you all joining us for our broadcast. Take a quick break and we come back and we'll get you set for even more. I'll keep the cameras on. You'll be able to see the players as they come out on the field. This is Rio Sports Live.
And every sport, a veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Fans mark the calendar for May the 5th for exciting football action from Mercedes as Rio Sports Live presents NFL flag football action in Turf Wars 2019. See the future stars from the area in tournament competition live on Rio Sports Live from the Mercedes Tiger Football Stadium May the 5th. Coaches, sign your team up today and be a part of the show for just $75 a team. Sponsored in part by Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Register your team today or call 956-536-7185. Turf Wars, NFL flag football from Mercedes. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, check out this 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT. This car is loaded with a leather interior, satellite radio, Bluetooth, and it's yours today for zero money down and $175 a month. That's right, no money down. Drive away today, just $175 a month. Or feel the power of this 2016 Dodge Challenger. This includes the RT Scat Pack, includes navigation, satellite radio, a reverse camera, an Alpine stereo system. Practically new with just 31,000 miles, powered by a 6.4-liter 392 Hemi engine. This today on the lot at $33,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Back here at the arena in Hidalgo, Texas, as they've had the introduction of the two teams, they make their way over to the sidelines. Dorados will be in the white uniforms with the gold helmets, and the Texas Power will be in the dark uniforms with the orange trim as we are getting closer to the opening kickoff. Team captains will meet out in the center of the field. Darren Daniel, the quarterback tonight for the Dorados, also accompanied by Adonis Cruz. And also out there with him is Nathaniel Dunn. On the flip side, Richard Atkins, one of the captains tonight. Brenton Liggins, also a captain for the Texas Power.
Texas Power has won the toss and has elected to receive. Rio Grande Valley will be kicking off from this end zone.
So the Texas Power will take the football in their hands to start this ball game off, as they win the coin toss and elect to get their hands on the football. A lot of times in arena football, that's what you're looking for, is a chance to score some points in a hurry. We talked things over with the head coach, Benny King, during our shows the last couple of weeks, and he talks about it from a defensive perspective. If you can get 3 stops in arena football, you like your chances in winning the football game. And there's multiple possessions in this game, meaning that 3 stops doesn't sound like a lot. But in arena football, there's a lot of scoring involved when it comes right down to it. You keep the turnovers to a minimal, knock down the penalties, and you can move the football in a hurry.
This game is presented by
In these confined conditions.
Cowboy Burger, located in Mission, Wisconsin. Also now they
50-yard field, the sidelines. The only time it's really out of bounds is when a player has made contact with another and they hit the board at the same time, or if you reach the football over the edge of the sideline, then the ball is ruled as out of bounds. 15 minutes on the clock as we get set for the opening kickoff here.
the official hotel of the RGV.
And the RGV Dorados about ready to put this ball into play. Here to start this game.
Dorado fans, let's stand up and make some noise!
Fans on their feet making some noise as we get set for the opening kickoff, and
It's kickoff time!
we are ready to go. Richard Atkins tees up the football for the Dorados. And sit back and enjoy it here on a Saturday night as we bring you live coverage. Before that, they had one more piece of groundwork to be done. They got the last piece of equipment off the field, and we're ready to go. Kickoff is underway, and it's going to be a deep kick. Fielded back in the end zone, and they'll bring it out across the 5-yard line to the 10 to the 15. Nice move made at the 20-yard line, and then the tackle is made. A lot of hard hitting, staying on their feet and running a little further down the line. A good return for Javion Brewer. And Brewer showed some strength on that play. First down coming up for the Texas Power. Take a look at the Power. Richard Atkins listed as their quarterback. We'll see if he gets the start. They have a couple players listed that might be able to run that spot, but Atkins right now is shown as the starter, and he will line up as the quarterback to start this ball game. Starts out with a 3-receiver set, one onto the right-hand side. That's Terrence Cooper. 2 receivers out to the left side on this first down play. Fumbles the football, and it's recovered by the Texas Power as Devin Godbilt is able to get his hands on the ball, but it brings up second down for the Texas Power. First possession of the ball game. Reminding you fans, we have additional broadcasts coming tomorrow as throughout the day we'll have the RGV Coaches Basketball Association Annual All-Star Game. Second down for the Texas Power. Out of a shotgun, Atkins sends a man in motion, looks back to throw, wants it all down the left-hand side and overthrows his man. Looking for Javion Brewer. Incomplete pass brings up second down. for the Texas Power. Make that a third down play after that fumble on first down. So third down coming up for the Texas Power. That's where you can pin your ears back and come back after the quarterback. Dorados set up for the play. Pitch out, left-hand side. Nice move made, a little room on the left side, and then suddenly it is shut down. Devin Godbill on the carry. Two players over there in a hurry for the Dorados. And it brings up fourth down. Dorados defense trying to get a stop on the first possession of this game. On first down, Texas Power bring the ball up to the line of scrimmage.
Let's make some
Shotgun formation for the quarterback, which is Richard Atkins. Drops back to throw. Here comes the rush. Rushes to the right-hand side. Now he gets rid of the pass. It's deflected, incomplete. Pressure that time by Solomon Solano. And the defense for the Dorados gets a stop on the first possession of the ball game. And will turn the ball over to the offense of the Dorados with a chance to score the game's first points. And Darren Daniel and company will enter the field. And we'll get things rolling here to start this offense off on the right track. Daniel, the quarterback, we had him on our show earlier this week. A good visit. Lines up under center. Sends a man in motion on the right-hand side. Two receivers out to the left as well. Now sends a man in motion. That's Arvin Jackson from that left slot. Dropping back to throw. Daniel, right side, completed pass inside the 20-yard line and stretching forward. Kevin Short on the catch. And it brings up a second down. You can't get first downs in this league, as there is a 10-yard marker, and it is, although it's a short field and a 50-yard margin from goal line to goal line, you do have the 10 yards for a first down, as traditional football would rule. Darren Daniel on second down and short. A lot of plays you can run from here. Jackson goes in motion. Daniel wants to throw, dropping back, throws it in the end zone, and he has a man, but it's picked off. In the end zone, an interception, and the Texas Power come up with a pick. They'll stop play there as there's celebration for the Texas Power. And so the interception gives the ball to the Texas Power. They'll bring their offense back on the field. We talked about that with the head coach of the Dorados during our show, and he was talking to us that he wanted to make sure that his players understood turnovers just not something they want to deal with. They want to cause some turnovers if possible. They certainly don't want to be turning it over. First down play. Second time the offense is on the field. Atkins under center, drops back to throw the ball, hands it off, and that goes nowhere as the Dorados smother that running play. Drive the ball carrier back for a loss of a yard, and second down coming up for the Texas Power. Wherever you're watching this game from, be sure you send a shout out. It's always neat to see where fans are watching the game from as they're tuning in on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure you pass that word along on Facebook. Just share the link. That seems to be the quickest way we get fans on board to watch these games. Follow our page, like our page while you're there, but share the link while you're watching the game on the Facebook side of things. Second down. Pressure comes. Getting away from the pressure. Now getting the ball deep downfield. That's going to be up for grabs and incomplete. Great job that time by Richard Atkins to elude the rush. And then threw it about 45 yards on the dead run in the direction of Javian Brewer. Brings up third down, and the Dorados defense can pin their ears back here now. and possibly pressure Richard Atkins yet again. They nearly had him on that last drive. He brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. On this second down or third down play. Fumble on the play, and that's going to be picked up by Atkins, and he is clearly upset with the fact that the center exchange not in his favor. He managed to hang on to the football, prevent the turnover, and so now as the Texas Power talk things over in the huddle, they'll have fourth down. Atkins brings him up to the line. Two receivers right side, another receiver out to the left-hand side here in this first quarter play. Drops back, quick swing pass, right-hand side. Caught by Brewer, made one man miss, makes another. Now he's got some room at the midfield stripe, takes it across, got a first down, and moves the chains for the Texas Power, yards after the catch. Brewer on a nice carry after a short pass completion. And the Texas Power get out of the shadows of their own end zone with a chance here now. Dropping back to throw is Atkins. Looks right side. That's going to be a completed pass near the 10-yard line. Quick hit delivered over there by Job Mason. But a catch secured by Chris Miller. Close to the first down marker, and it will be shy by a yard as they call it second down. No, check it. It will be first and goal. Just inside the 10-yard line. Atkins calling the signals. Here comes pressure, and here comes the first flags of the day. We'll take a look at the flag situation here as the officials will discuss it. They'll call that against the RGV Dorados. Moves the ball down to the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Texas Power. Clock running. It will run till we get inside the 2-minute mark of the half. Atkins drops back. They pick up the pressure, throws it in the right side. It's incomplete in the direction of Terrence Cooper. That was behind Cooper. No chance really to reel that one in. And it brings up second and goal for the Texas Power. Atkins and company had to start this drive down near their own goal line. Thanks to a fourth down conversion on a pass completed to Javian Brewer. They are now at the 5-yard line on this second and goal play. Looking to throw here will be Atkins. Two receivers left, another receiver on the left side. Hands it off instead. Running play, diving forward to the 2-yard line, short of the goal line. Devin Godbolt on the carry. And now third down and goal coming up for the Texas Power. Another carry like that, they're in the end zone. Again, there's just not much room to defend back there for the RGV Dorados. Atkins brings them out of the huddle. Two receivers out to the left-hand side again as Chris Miller joins Terrence Cooper. Another receiver will go in motion this time. That's Javion Brewer to the right side. Miscommunication on the snap, and that will be blown dead. The officials talking it over in a hurry. Meanwhile, play continued for some of those players. And that one will be against the Texas Power. So it'll move them back a little bit, and it remains third down. For the Texas Power. Atkins brings him out of the huddle. Two receivers left side, single receiver to the right side. On this play, drops back to throw, swings it left side. It's going to be caught there and upended. Down goes Brewer as Job Mason makes a play for the Dorados. Brewer, no chance for any movement once he caught that ball. Ball back out across the 7-yard line. Fourth and goal for the Power coming up. This drive has taken up some time here in the first quarter. We're already down to the 5:30 mark on this next snap. Power have converted on 1 4th down in this drive. They'll need to get in the end zone or get a penalty of some sort on this play. Atkins out of an empty backfield. Drops back to throw, a deep drop. Now he's going to run with the ball up the middle. Makes one man miss. Dives across the 5, but won't get in as Sean Potts shuts the door. And the RGV Dorados defense gets another stop. Potts exits the field, and the defense now tries to get this crowd into the ball game as Darren Daniel and the offense makes their way back out onto the field. First time out, the Dorados turned it over on an interception in the end zone. And we'll see now what Daniel and company can dial up here. They'll start the drive at their own 4-yard line. Appreciate you fans chiming in from New Orleans. Send a shout out to Monique Mallory. Some of the other fans that are also watching this game, give us a shout out. They're watching from Atlanta. And before the first snap here, there will be a timeout by the Dorados. We'll be back with continued arena football from the arena in Hidalgo. This is the RGV Dorados on Real Sports Live. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and we are back to action after the timeout. Thanks again to the advertisers who assist us in bringing our broadcast to life. Daniel on a first down, sends a man in motion. That's going to be Kevin Short. Pass left-hand side is caught by Arvin Jackson. Drives out across the 10-yard line, and some extracurricular activity after that. Jackson on the completed pass. That'll give a little breathing room to the Dorados, who, just like the Texas Power, have to start a drive deep in their own territory. And now it's 2nd and 5 from the 10-yard line. Daniel brings him up to the line. Receiver left-hand side, that's the short side of the field. That's Kevin Short. Receiver goes in motion on the right side. He drops back to throw. Daniel now swings it high and wide outside, intended for Arvin Jackson, way over his head. And an incompleted pass brings up 3rd down for the Dorados. Watching from Dallas, Texas. Appreciate you chiming in from Dallas. Veronica Daniels and Yuboa Daily Life. And also watching from New Orleans. We send a shout out to Devin Bro and company as they're watching these RGV Dorados and the Texas Power. Daniel on a 3rd down play has Arvin Jackson right-hand side. Wide receiver left side is Kevin Short. Jackson goes in motion. Daniel drops back to throw. Waits, fires in direction of Jackson, and did he catch it? Both players go over the boards. They'll rue that. An incomplete pass. Jackson's like, I caught that ball, my friends. I caught it all the way. Nothing doing, says the officials. Terrence Compton they're talking about here. Now, where was Terrence Compton at? Find him here in just a moment. 4th down play for the Dorados. They'll send a man in motion, and Daniel drops back to throw. Has time, fires it deep downfield, looking for a man. Incomplete pass. Looking in the direction of Kevin Short. And so the Dorados turn it over on downs to the Texas Power. 2:28 left here in the first quarter of play. Texas Power bring their offense back out onto the football field. And a quick timeout on the field. We'll be back after this.
Graduated high school, are looking to change careers or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here after the timeout, Terrence Compton, by the way, for the Texas Power. Appreciate the heads up there by Bryson Smith giving us the information. You should see some of these lists they give me. They're handwritten and scribbled, and my writing's terrible. If I gave a list to someone, you wouldn't be able to read half of it. In this case, we got most of it, but Terrence Compton, we got him right and appreciate that. Anyone else out there, if we happen to miss a name, let me know. I don't mind getting corrected and getting him right. Running play, left-hand side, and that goes nowhere as Devin Godbilt is driven backwards. Two players converge. Leonard Harris was there first for the Dorados. And it brings up second down for the Texas Power. Dorado defense trying to set the tone. Texas Power under the direction of Richard Atkins have good field position to start this drive. Went backwards on first down and now set it up on this second down play. Atkins sends a man in motion to the left-hand side. Carl Compton dropping back, looking to throw. Right side, that's incomplete. That was in the direction of Javion Brewer. Incomplete pass. It's quickly third down for the Texas Power. Those watching on our YouTube, be sure you subscribe to our channel. I'll play a commercial a little bit later on that talks about how you can tune in to us on a Roku channel. We've got a 24-hour channel set up now of sports. We'll play replays, also have this game on live and mini games live on our channel. Power on a third down, fumbled ball, picked up though. They'll try to run with it, but nothing doing as Nathaniel Dunn reached up, grabbed the ball carrier, and Devin Godbilt went nowhere. Brings up fourth down for the Texas Power. Ball back outside the 15-yard line. And so the Dorado defense, which has 2 stops under their belt already to start this ball game, have a good chance here to shut this drive down as well. That takes us to the end of the first quarter. Scoreless in the Arena Football ball game between the Texas Power and the RGV Dorados. We'll be back with more after this.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back here after the second quarter begins, a long pass play in the back corner of the end zone, and that's going to be an intercepted ball. Here come the Dorados down the left-hand side. One man to beat to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Dorados. That ball went out of the play and back into the play. It was never controlled, and therefore it was never ruled out of bounds. Now the officials will talk it over, and we may have this reverse. Otherwise, Joe Mason, a pick 6. and got it as hard as you could get it as that ball went over the boards. Now, I was told the rules in arena football is if the ball goes over the edge, it's ruled out of bounds. It is an interception, and that will be a touchdown for the RGV Dorados, and Joe Mason takes it to the house. Unbelievable the way that ball played out. Receiver was juggling it. Clearly the ball went out of over the boards, but it was juggled back up into play. It was never possessed. And so 6 points on the board for the RGV Dorados on that strange-looking play. Extra point coming up, and they will bring in the kicking team. Holding the ball will be Renato Nunez. And the kicker is Ernesto Thomas. 6-0 ball game. Dorados on the pick six. Thomas looks for the extra point, and he booms that up and in through the uprights. Dorados lead 7-0. Kickoff after this.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Fans having some fun here at the RGV Dorados game on a Saturday night as the Dorados have opened up a 7-point lead as they get ready to kick the ball off to the Texas Power. After a pick six, puts them on the board. And the kickoff is underway. Deep kick that goes out of the back of the end zone. So the Texas Power will bring their offense onto the football field. Jamon Brewer. Let's see. Okay, not Javian. Okay, that's another one. They gave us a name, and it was J.A. something A.N. Brewer. appreciate the heads up there, Ray Brewer. That's what I should do. I should just go down the entire roster, let the fans that are watching help me decipher these names. We even called down there, tried to talk to a coach, and quite unsuccessful in getting pronunciation on some of the names for the Texas Power. Our thanks again to the arena here in Hidalgo for providing us a spot from which to broadcast the game, and for the RGV Dorados and the Texas Power allowing us to be here and bring this game to life for fans that are out of the area, in a lot of cases out of the state and sometimes out of the country. Flags on the play before the snap on first down. That'll be offsides against the Dorados. So 5 free yards taxed off against the Dorados, and the Texas Power will have the football right at the midfield stripe. That's the 25-yard line here in arena football. Like I talked to you, it is a 50-yard field. High snap. Nice job of the quarterback just getting the football, but then he is drilled down. Big hit delivered that time by the Dorados. as Marco Garcia got right in the grill of Richard Atkins. Dropped him in a hurry. Number 78, Anthony Yeboah. Okay, got that one down too. That was one we were looking at. We got the spelling down. Pronunciation, that's another story. Second down play here. They pick up the rush. That pass is in, nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Over there in the direction of Carl Compton. Now an incomplete pass brings up third down. Once again, Joe Mason over there defensively for the RGV Dorados. Thank you, LaQueen and Brittany. Nick Mathis, number 77. I got that one down. Oh, these are Texas Power fans chiming in. Mason lines up on the right side here to the right of the center. And on this third down play, they look to throw, look at right side in the end zone, incomplete. Atkins had a man down there. But that back wall was getting close in a hurry, and Carl Compton kind of checked up in stride. He had broke free, had a good 5-yard separation between any defender. But on the dead run, trying to track that ball down. We talked about this during our weekly show with the Dorado players. That wall to some players is tough to get to. Fourth down play for the Texas Power. Richard Atkins out of a shotgun, drops back to throw. They pick up the rush. Now he's going to run with the ball. Has a little room. Makes one man miss. Drives through another tackle and gets a first down for the Texas Power. Good run that time by Richard Atkins, and a second time in the ball game here in this first half. The Texas Power convert on a fourth down and keep a drive alive. Texas Power, Arturo Gutierrez is out of the Dallas, Texas area. $7-0 game on a pick six by the Dorados. Under center this time. Atkins fakes the handoff, running play right-hand side, and he dives forward. Chased down over there by Xavier Rubin of the RGV Dorados. But a good first down run that time by Atkins. Consecutive runs by Atkins has moved the ball downfield a little further for this Texas Power team. Ball inside the 15. Atkins this time drops back in a shotgun formation. Two backs in the backfield for protection before the snap. Sends one out in motion to the left-hand side. Atkins now ready for the snap. Has it, drops back, has some time, lots of time. Lost a ball in the back corner of the end zone. That is caught for a touchdown for the Texas Power. Power scored the touchdown. And that makes it a 7-6 game. Extra point coming up for the Power. That kind of silences this entire building. Usually they got the music pumping and blasting away and the crowd into it. After that touchdown, this place got really, really quiet. Atkins now ready for the extra point. Keeps Jamon Brewer back there with him. Fakes the handoff, rolls right-hand side, looking, fires it, and it's going to be tipped incomplete. So the Dorados prevent the extra point and maintain the lead. 7-6, Dorados lead. Kickoff after this.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
How to add the VTX1 app to your Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, that's how you find our Roku channel. And once you get there, we have 24-hour programming. And we have got various platforms in which fans can watch that, but that's becoming our increased better. There's an onside kick attempt, and the Dorados were able to recover that. Heads-up play that time by Ernesto Tamez on the front row to make that play. I want to remind you again, on that Roku channel, we're programming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year with sports programming from the area. That includes live broadcasts, just like what we're going here, pre-recorded stuff from the studio, from on-location shows, which we've been running now this week, and also with replays of some of the bigger games and bigger events that we've had. Got some various restaurants that are now tuning in on a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week basis, and with content that fans are enjoying 24 hours, 7 days a week, all sports, all day here on Rio Sports. Out of a set formation, Daniel throws the ball. End zone touchdown for the Dorados. Isaiah Jupiter for the score. Daniel spotted Jupiter right down central for the score. And the Dorados up 13-6 and a look for the extra point. One play drive for the RGV Dorados. That didn't take long. Tamez back into the game for the extra point out of the hold of Ronaldo Nunez for the Dorados. Good snap, good placement, ball up and through the upright. That's good. Dorados up 14-6. Kickoff coming up.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Back here for the kickoff after the RGV Dorados scored to go up 14-6 in this ball game. Texas Power back to return the kick, and Jamon Brewer stands there waiting for this kick. It is returnable. Brewer will bring it out. Across the 5 in a hurry to the 10. Did not get to the 10 as Darius Dorsey delivers the hit. And down goes Brewer. Texas Power will start the drive now, first down. Both teams are now settling in and starting to find their rhythm on the offensive end. They've each scored on the last possession. It didn't take long for the Dorados on that last drive, a one-play touchdown pass. And with 8 minutes and counting here in the half, it will be Power football. Atkins brings him out of the huddle. Up to the line of scrimmage and sets up three receivers out to the right-hand side. Keeps one back in the backfield. Joining him is Devin Godbolt on this first down play. Quick swing pass, setting up a receiver screen. Dorados are there to cover that, and tackle made back near the end zone. They'll go forward progress back outside the 2 to about the 3.5. But the Dorados defense was right there to make the play on that receiver screen to Jamon Brewer. Second down coming up, and now every bit of 16 yards to go for the Texas Power to get a first down. Dorados will be back here in the arena on May the 5th. That's a Sunday night game. We'll be ready for that one as well on the broadcast. Atkins wants it all, fires it down the field, and incomplete pass inside the 10-yard line. That time going for the deep ball. I'm going to hand this over to my wife and see if she sees a number 11 listed on the roster for the Texas Power. I don't see one. So let's reach out to the fans who are watching the game. Number 11, that wide receiver who just went for that pass, not listed on our roster here. Maybe somebody out there knows who that is. That'll help us on the broadcast. Third down play for the Texas Power. Atkins in a shotgun, sends a man in motion left-hand side, drops back to throw, swings it right side, completes a pass, out across the 10. Brewer stays on his feet, fights to the 15. That's short of first down yardage. And it brings up fourth down for the Texas Power. But a much more manageable situation, as it's just over 5 yards to go for the first down. Versus that 16 yards prior to that play. Out of the huddle, here comes Atkins and the Texas Power. Receiver left-hand side is Terrence Compton. Another receiver right side, that's the short side of the field as they're on that right hash mark. And on this fourth down play, a lot of whistles, and here come the penalty flags. Defender came across the line. Now the question is, was he drawn? As the officials will call that against the Dorados. And that is enough for a first down for the Texas Power. They'll move the chains. First down, that's another fourth down conversion then for the Texas Power here in this ball game in this first half. Clock stops for a moment at 5:01. Now they'll crank it up. We'll go into traditional clock management when we get down to the 2-minute warning here at the arena on this play. Atkins under center on this first down play. Here comes more penalty flags. Look like motion against the offense. That will be a false start, a 5-yard penalty. Stays first down for the Texas Power. Ball spotted down at the 15-yard line. Remind you again, basketball coverage tomorrow. We've got the RGV Coaches Basketball Association All-Star Games. The classes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 split up in a sub-6A and 6A games. Pass play coming up for Atkins. Looks down the right-hand side. Got a man back there, and it is caught for a touchdown. Great catch down there in the end zone But wait a minute, there's a flag back on the other side of the field. It's going to be a holding call and wave off that score by the Texas Power. Great catch back there in the end zone, but wave it off. I'll leave it in the highlight reel. It was good enough for that. But take points off the board from the Texas Power. Also move the ball back inside the 10-yard line as they break out of the huddle. And it will be still first down. Atkins out of a shotgun. Will take this snap near his end zone. Drops back to throw. Here comes pressure. Gets rid of it. And a sliding catch is not made. That's an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Brings up second down for the Texas Power. First game tomorrow is scheduled to tip off at noon. That'll be a sub-6A girls game, followed by the sub-6A boys. Then the Class 6 girls will take the court, and the Class 6 boys will wrap up the RGV Coaches Basketball Association All-Star Games from PSJA North. Want to invite you to come out and join that in person. If you can't make it, watch it, of course, here on Real Sports Live. Second down play, Atkins from the end zone. Pressured, gets rid of the ball. That's up for grabs, and it's in the stands. And an incomplete pass. Brings up third down. Nice job by Atkins to get rid of that ball. That prevents the safety. And now third and long for the Texas Power. Clock running with 2:29 to go here in the half. Started this day off in Brownsville this morning, getting set up for the playoff soccer game. Now here we are back at night, indoors at the arena in Hidalgo. Atkins sends a man in motion. Nice job of getting that high snap. Now he fires the ball down the left-hand side, and he overthrows his man. Looking for Jamon Brewer. And that's an incomplete pass. Brewer had gotten past Job Mason defensively, but unable to reel that one in. Brings up fourth down for this Texas Power team. I want to remind you our coaches show this week, again, should be on Wednesday night, coming to you from the Radisson Motel in McAllen, Texas. Timeout on the field. They want to talk it over. We'll be back after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Back here on Real Sports, I got the Kiss Cam going on, so we'll keep that on the screen for right now. back to action, and the ball is going to be punted and blocked back into the end zone, picked up by the Power, trying to pass it out of the end zone. They will complete a pass, and now come the penalty flags after that play. We'll sort all of this out. That was a punt attempt by the Texas Power that was blocked, but right back to a Texas Power player. And so now we'll let the guys in the pinstripes sort this one out. That's one I ought to keep and ask some officials anytime I have a show. What would you call here? Here's their call. They try to sort it out. Well, the first two guys said, let's go to a third. Bert Ruiz on the camera. We'll try to get him in on the officials. There, we got him. Still talking it over. Here's the call. It's an illegal touch by the kicking team. They'll decline the penalty, and so the Dorados will take over. Fans, you can join us here for broadcast here at the arena. Want to make sure you see what's going on here on Real Sports, and then come on out and join it. The bigger the crowds we have, the more the atmosphere, the funner these games begin to get. Dorados on this first down play. Last time out, it was a one-play drive for a touchdown. Daniel, before the snap, we get to the 1-minute warning. Timeout on the field. Dorados up 14-6. Would like to score 6 more before the break or more.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
What's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew.
Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Back here after the timeout, Dorados will run the ball, and Darren Daniels is going to walk into the end zone for the score. And the RGV Dorados, 6 more points on the board. A little extracurricular activity after the play, but Daniel was already in the end zone when they blew that play dead. Daniel on the touchdown. 20-6 your score. I don't think I do see one flag down there on the play. I was going to say I wasn't even sure there was a flag thrown on that. Now we'll sort it out after the Darren Daniel touchdown run. Daniel was on our show this week This Week in Dorado Nation. Head coach Benny King. Interesting conversation with these guys, their journeys through their football life. It's neat to hear where they come from and where they're still hoping to go to. Offsetting penalties on the play, and anytime when you have that many guys get involved in a scrum like that, that's usually the call by the officials. So the play will stand, a touchdown run for Darren Daniel. Another one-play drive for the Dorado offense, and another extra point opportunity here for Thomas as they tee it up for the extra point. Good ball placement. Kick is up and away, and it is no good. Extra point, no good. Kickoff coming up. Dorados lead 20-6.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas Spice cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
I want to see some fans dancing around here in the arena. There you go. Having some fun here on a Saturday night. Arena football and the RGV Dorados. Dorados ready to kick the ball off. They lead 20-6. They've led throughout this ball game, starting off with a pick six. And now the kickoff is underway. Deep kick, and that's going to bounce out of the hands. Now picked up by Brewer. Brings it out. Can't get out of the end zone. Brought down. That'll be a safety. Brewer tried to bring it out. So the Dorados get a point on the safety. That's how a safety works in arena football. And the Texas Power will get possession of the football to start a drive. There's an extra point tacked on the scoreboard. And a 21-6 game. Richard Atkins and company. Take a look at this RGV Dorado defense, which has done a good job of limiting the Power to just 6 points on the board in the first half. 45 seconds remaining, so still time remaining on this type of a field. In some cases, it only takes one play to break one loose and score points. Atkins and company set up first down from their own 5-yard line. He'll take this snap in his end zone, has a receiver behind him, even deeper, who will go in motion on the left-hand side. Drops back to throw. Atkins has time, throws it right side, incomplete. Mason over there defensively again for the Dorados. But an incomplete pass brings up second down. It also stops the clock. They'll do that inside the 1 minute mark here. And it's second down. Good crowd on hand here again. Plenty of room for you to come out to the next game, May the 5th. Encourage you to come out. It's entertaining to be here in person. Atkins drops that snap. There's a penalty on the play. Swings a pass right side. That's nearly picked off. And now we'll sort out the penalty. Abiel Flores, one of the attorneys at law, that's one of the sponsors here for the RGV Dorados. Also Real Bank. Quick Fire Pizza, one of the sponsors as well. The Radisson Hotel, that's where we hold our shows at on a weekly basis. There's the dance team getting ready to perform here at halftime. Again, the crowd on hand. Meanwhile, second down and now 5 yards to go for the Texas Power. Bad snap. They'll pick the ball up and make something out of nothing. Dancing forward, getting a first down is Devin Godbolt. Dorados are pointing that ball should be taken back. I think that carry's going to count and will stand for the Texas Power. First down for the Power. Clock stops with 28.9 seconds to go as they get the first downs and move the chains. And now Atkins brings him up to the line. Richard Atkins out of a shotgun. One receiver, left-hand side, will go in motion before the snap. Motion, here's a penalty. Quick throw, right side, that's caught out across the midfield area. Should stand, and a penalty will be against the Dorados, but we'll sort it out. Both teams already moving downfield as if this play will count. And it will be called offsides on the defense, and they'll decline the penalty and take the play. Alberto Martinez asking for some tickets for the next game. Hey, watch our next show. We give away family packs of 4 tickets to this game during our show from the Radisson Hotel on Wednesday night. Another penalty. Pass play deep in the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. With 5.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll take a look and see what this penalty is. Fans again having some fun out there as they are waiting for the officials to make the call on the penalty. They'll call that offsides against the RGV Dorados again, and they'll also call an illegal formation. So an offsetting penalty will take us back to 5.8 seconds to go in the half, and another play opportunity here for the Texas Power. Before the snap, officials call for a timeout. Dorados want to talk it over before the end of the half. Back after this.
You roll my whip, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I did love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
Back here at the arena in Hidalgo, Texas on a Saturday night, RGV Dorados indoor football taking on the Texas Power. And after the timeout was called, we're still trying to get things set up for them to run this, what should be, we'll just say it this, what could be the final play of the first half between these two teams. Longest 5.8 seconds of the day trying to play out here.
The one and only Piso 21 will be here at the State Farm in Hidalgo Arena.
Pass play in the end zone. That's going to be picked off by the Dorados to close out the half. Defense had a pick 6 to start the half, and Joe Mason picks it off to close out the first half of play. Dorados with a 21-6 lead. And we'll be back with more after this.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry. in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here on Real Sports Live as they are making their way out of the arena for the halftime break. We'll send up some of the things that are being run right now on the Jumbotron here at the arena. Disney on Ice coming here to town on April 24th through the 29th. Get your tickets for that. Earlier they were showing that Sting will be in town. May 3rd, how about Casting Crowns coming to town?
Casting Crowns coming to the state.
Also,
Arena. Casting Crowns. Got Big Music presents.
they have more
Casting Crowns, May 3rd. Get your tickets at our website.
activity here at the arena. Chance for more fans to come in and enjoy different venue options at the arena in Hidalgo. We'll take a break now, and we'll be back with more after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic.
Insane. You brought my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I did love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
Back here on Rio Sports Alive, the Idea McAllen dance crew earlier, and this is the McAllen Idea cheer team out there. We are at halftime, 21-6, the Dorados on top. Waiting for the third quarter to begin. Again, entertainment for the fans from Idea McAllen.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
See, at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, check out this 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT. This car is loaded with a leather interior, satellite radio, Bluetooth, and it's yours today for zero money down and $175 a month. That's right, no money down. Drive away today, just $175 a month. Or feel the power of this 2016 Dodge Challenger. This includes the RT Scat Pack, includes navigation, satellite radio, a reverse camera, an Alpine stereo system. Practically new with just 31,000 miles, powered by a 6.4-liter 392 Hemi engine. This today on the lot at $33,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Fans mark the calendar for May the 5th for exciting football action from Mercedes as Rio Sports Live presents NFL flag football action in Turf Wars 2019. See the future stars from the area in tournament competition live on Rio Sports Live from the Mercedes Tiger Football Stadium May the 5th. Coaches, sign your team up today and be a part of the show for just $75 a team. Sponsored in part by Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Register your team today or call 956-536-7185. Turf Wars, NFL flag football from Mercedes. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
National champion Layla Rose out there on the field right now, ready to entertain the fans. We're at halftime here at the RGV Dorados, and we'll watch her performance here.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Layla Rose right there, entertaining the fans, a national champion coming out of the area. As we're at halftime of the Dorados arena football game against the Texas Power. Bert Ruiz on the camera, as well as assistance from the camera operators here at the arena in Hidalgo, Texas. 21-6 the score. The Dorados defense made the story. They got a pick six out of the gate to start the scoring, and then defense had multiple stops and interception to close out the half. And meanwhile, the offense, 2 touchdown plays in a row. Darren Daniel on a quick one-play drive on a scoring pass to Arvin Jackson, and then he comes right back in a running play, scores a touchdown, and that pretty much was the scoring in the first half. A pick six, a running touchdown, and a passing touchdown for the Dorados. Everything else was defense played by the Dorados as they hold a 21-6 lead. Additional broadcast coming your way on Sunday. That's tomorrow. We'll be at PSJA North for action with the RGV Coaches Basketball Association All-Star Game, starting with the sub 5A, or check that, the sub 6A girls game. We'll start early in the day at noon, followed by the boys sub 6A. And then the girls 6A game will take place, followed by the boys 6A. Final 4 basketball games of the 2018 season will play out here on Rio Sports Live from PSJA North. Want to invite fans out there to attend that. Always the big crowds also are engaging with players in an all-star atmosphere. It's always more fun, it appears, when the stands are filled with fans. Those that can't make it, well, tune into Real Sports. You got a chance. Those on our Facebook, be sure you share our link to other fans who may not be aware of this broadcast. Follow our page, like our page, and on YouTube, subscribe to our channel so you too can see what other games and events are coming up on Rio Sports Live. We got high school softball in action this week. Some big games as they'll close out the regular season. And then we'll streamline into the playoffs right after the Easter break. Speaking of Easter weekend, we've got basketball tournament action coming your way from South Padre Island. Watch our social media for more information on that. But Friday and Saturday, we'll be down at South Padre Island as we open up the arena for some traveling team tournament play. And we'll be covering that. Kind of a unveiling, if you will, of things to come as we've got some big broadcasts coming next year from the Convention Center in South Padre Island, including an all-star extravaganza, which will take place on April the 14th next year, which will have a 2-day event featuring all-stars from the games that are featured on Rio Sports Live. I'll tell you more about that during our all-star coverage tomorrow, as we will be expanding our coverage. High school football fans, well, we got you covered as well, as spring football practice is just around the corner. We'll be traveling around, visiting with several of the teams as they engage in spring football practice. And then we'll also be expanding into coverage of 7-on-7 football, as leagues will be beginning in a matter of just a couple of weeks. And we'll start taking a look at some of the potential players who will showcase their skills on the Friday Night Lights starting in September. But our coverage of 7-on-7 football, we'll take it right into the 7-on-7 state tournament. We'll follow any teams that may be making the trip in the direction of College Station for 7-on-7 football. Volleyball fans, we got you covered as well with some volleyball coverage coming up. And the summer will be jam-packed with football coverage, volleyball coverage, baseball coverage, softball coverage, and more. Both teams now making their way back out onto the field. Fans still having some fun out there as we are getting set for the second half. The Dorados already back on the field. Kickoff for the second half coming up after this.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, fans continue to having some fun here as both teams have already made their way back out onto the field. We're getting set for the second half kickoff, and the officials make their appearance back on the field as well, as we are now even closer to the start of the second half. Dorados will be taking on Dallas coming up on Sunday, May the 5th, right back here on the arena. That'll be a busy day for us as we've got flag football coverage all day throughout the day on May the 5th from the Mercedes High School football field at the stadium. We'll showcase some of the youth that are coming up through the ranks in flag football coverage. The NFL flag football, well, thanks to Chewy Custom Sports and the sponsors that are putting that one together. We'll have more information on that as we get closer to May 5th, but that'll be football coverage as well coming your way. There's Bert Ruiz on camera up there as they've got him on the big screen there for just a moment. And we're set to go for the kickoff to start this second half. Dorados will get their hands on the ball to start the second half as the Texas Power won the opening coin toss and elected to receive the football. And so they'll be kicking it off left to right as we're viewing it here from up in the broadcast area, set up at the arena in Hidalgo. Kevin Short will drift back to return the kick. Joining him is Isaiah Jupiter. Again, the playmakers for the Dorados on the offensive end just haven't been on the field much here tonight. A couple of possessions, what they turned it over. The other ones, they scored touchdowns, and after that, some sustained drives. Not necessarily moving the ball downfield, but moving it enough downfield, and then penalties coming into play just ate up the clock for the Texas Power. On the kickoff return, nice move out across the 20-yard line, and then a big hit delivered, and down goes Isaiah Jupiter. And the Dorados will send the offense out onto the field for a first down play here in this third quarter of play. Low-scoring affair when you realistically look at the numbers here played out for arena football. Traditionally, you're looking at games in the 40 to 50, 60 range. Right now, 21-6. The Dorados bring the offense out on the field. Darren Daniel, again, hasn't had to do much. A throwing touchdown, a running touchdown. Other than that, he's watched the defense play most of this game. Dorsey goes in motion, left-hand side. Daniel wants to throw, looking for Dorsey. Settles in, makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. That's a first down. Daniel to Dorsey. First down play for the Dorados, as Darren Daniel brings his offense further downfield. Like I said, it's just been quick on the field, off the field. Points scored by this offense as Daniel settles them in. First down play, sends a man in motion. That's Jupiter on that left side. Looks to throw, looking. Daniel eludes the rush, now swings a pass right side. A penalty on the play as he gets rid of the ball. Brings up a second flag as well. We'll wait for the call. Initial call looked like a hold. That will will be a holding call against the Dorados. So a 10-yard penalty will move them back. And it remains first down just inside the 20-yard line of the Texas Power. Darren Daniel will go under center on this play. Two receivers left side. That's Darius Dorsey and Isaiah Jupiter. Joining the mix is Arvin Jackson in motion. Daniel wants to throw. Looking, fires it. That's tipped, and it's in. Nearly intercepted, incomplete. Off the hands of Darius Dorsey, and James Harden says, I want another chance of that. Harden had an opportunity there. Does some push-ups on his own just for good measure. That's just a gift wrap tip drill interception into and out of the hands of James Harden. Keeps the ball in possession for the Dorados. Daniel brings him up to the line. Sends a man in motion on this first down play or second down play. Looks to throw, has a man settling in. Dorsey makes a catch, slides forward to the 7-yard line. And here comes a late penalty on the play. After some extracurricular pushing and shoving after the play. Dorsey made the catch. It was behind Dorsey as the officials blew the flag. Being unsportsmanlike. And it'll be a first down for the Dorados and goal to goal.
First down.
Darren Daniel gets a play from the sideline. First down and goal to goal from the 4-yard line of the Texas Power. Daniel lines up three receivers over on the right-hand side. That's Dorsey, Jupiter, and Jackson. Keeps the ball, runs it himself, drives in the end zone. Penalty flag, that's going to be, it's a touchdown if it stands. We'll see what the call is.
There's a flag on the way.
Daniel took it in. That'll be an illegal formation against the offense. So take the points off the board. Another chance for the Dorados. This time they move the football out further after the penalty out near the 9-yard line. Still first down. Daniel swings a pass right side. It's caught. Nice move made. Now inside the 5-yard line is Arvin Jackson. He's brought down shy of pay dirt. And the Dorados now banging on the door, trying to add to this lead. Currently 21-6. But a chance for some more here. Second and goal. Meanwhile, timeout on the field as the Texas Power want to talk it over. They don't want to go down another score. They think they can get a stop here. They'll talk it over. We'll be right back.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
After the timeout, the officials talking it over. We are set to go as the RGV Dorados bring the offense back on the football field for this play. Jackson sends a man in motion, going to keep it himself, running play right-hand side, big surge by the line, and a touchdown, Darren Daniel. his second rushing touchdown of the ball game. 6 more points on the board.
That's a touchdown.
Daniel takes it to the house. Dorados now go up 27-6, an extra point pending. Stops the clock with 11:06 to go here in this ball game. It's been quite a busy week for us here on Rio Sports Live. Softball action on Tuesday. Followed that up with All-Star basketball on Wednesday. Thursday. Friday we had soccer coverage at the playoff level. Softball action last night from Port Isabel. More soccer this morning. And now the Dorados, and then tomorrow basketball action. Extra point, running play, and that's going to be in for the 2-point conversion as Nathaniel Dunn stretches across for the 2 points. 10:34 remaining in the third quarter. Dorados up by 22.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Fans, mark the calendar for May the 5th for exciting football action from Mercedes as Rio Sports Live presents NFL flag football action in Turf Wars 2019. See the future stars from the area in tournament competition live on Rio Sports Live from the Mercedes Tiger Football Stadium May the 5th. Coaches, sign your team up today and be a part of the show for just $75 a team. Sponsored in part by Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Register your team today or call 956-536-7185. Turf Wars, NFL flag football from Mercedes. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, check out the...
Back here on Rio Sports Live as the fans get a chance to make some more noise. 29-6 the score as the Dorados lead. They'll be kicking off as we resume play here. Kickoff is a deep kick, and it's going to go sailing out of the back of the end zone. So the Texas Power will take over there. Now another penalty is thrown. A couple players locked up there, refused to give an inch, and the officials will sort this out with an unsportsmanlike of some sort, possibly 2. Dorados fans, reminding you we'll have our coaches show on Wednesday night this week. As this week in Dorado Nation with head coach Benny King from the Radisson Motel in McAllen, Texas. And sportsmanlike will be against the Dorados. And so that'll move the football downfield for the Texas Power. But we're now going to have to turn it up as far as the intensity level, trying to push some points on the board in a hurry as they trail 29-6. Limited to just 6 points here in the Arena Football League. Again, speaks for the defense for the Dorados. Richard Atkins on the field, drops back, swings a pass left side. There's the defense all over it for the Dorados again. Big hit delivered by Leonard Harris. Harris wasn't fooled by anybody on that play. A loss on the play for the Texas Power.
Dorado fans, let's make some noise!
Second down and long for the Power. Richard Atkins, the quarterback, set to go. Man in motion, right side. Snap goes over his head. Atkins races back to get it. Now lost a deep pass, deep downfield. That's in traffic, and it's caught. What a catch. First down. What a play. Coming up with the catch is Cedric Crowell. But just an outright athletic pass by Richard Atkins as a snap went over his head. And from the end zone, backpedaling, lofted it down just outside the 10-yard line of the Dorados for the first down play. First down, Atkins now runs the ball across the 10, cut it back upfield and got brought down. No gain on the play. Second down coming up for the Texas Power. Atkins brings him up to the line. Stays in a spread formation with two receivers right side, another receiver left. And all kinds of motion is jumping off sides. Receiver Cedric Crowell on the other page. And a 5-yard penalty against the Texas Power. Atkins and this Texas Power struggling to move the ball consistently against the Dorados. Fourth down coming up. Needs 6 yards to get a first down. Good snap. Atkins looks to throw. Passes it right side in the flats. Caught there. Two defenders converge and shut that play down. And that should turn the ball over on downs to the Dorados. And indeed it will, as the offense has already made their way onto the field. Darren Daniel brings his team onto the field. Scored on their first possession here in the second half and get their hands on the football here. Up 29-6. Score here may put this one out of reach. Arvin Jackson out to the right-hand side. Joining him in motion will be Isaiah Jupiter from that right side. Daniel drops back to throw. Looking underneath. Incomplete. Penalty thrown as the ball was delivered. We'll see what this is all about. Daniel saw Isaiah Jupiter crossing underneath on that pass route. Delivered it low, but again, about the time he released it, penalty was thrown. It's going to be a defensive holding call against the Texas Power. And so the Dorados will move the ball out near the midfield area for this now first down play. Daniel has two receivers right side. This time in motion will go Kevin Short on the left side, which is the short side of the field. Short in motion, Daniel drops back to throw. Looking at Short all the way. Now he fires it right side. Another penalty on the play. A catch is made by Arvin Jackson. Takes on two defenders. Then he's drilled down. We'll sort out the penalty. Arvin Jackson on the catch and then taking on defenders in one-on-one situations. In that case, one-on-two. Dorados indicating that penalty will be against the Texas Power. It's an illegal defensive call, and that is the call. So the play will stand for the Dorados. Moving the ball inside the 10. It'll be a first and goal coming up for the Dorados. Daniel brings him up to the line. Dorados on a 1st and goal. Crowd making lots of noise here as they are set to go on this play. Daniel will send Arvin Jackson in motion on the left side. Here he comes. Daniel takes the snap, drops back, looking, waiting, patiently. Now he has a man open, nearly picked off, incomplete. James Harden stepped in front of the pass. And it goes to 2nd down and goal to go for the Dorados. PA announcer says 3rd down. It's 2nd and goal. Fans here at the arena, they've got plenty of seats available for you to join this crowd on hand. Again, the more the crowd is here, the more the atmosphere engages these players. Talk things over with the players and coaches. And there's a touchdown pass for the Dorados. Making the catch is Isaiah Jupiter. And Daniel and Jupiter hook up for 6 more. 35-6 ball game.
By number 2, Isaiah Jupiter.
Jupiter scores the touchdown. Extra point here coming up for the Dorados. They line up for a 2-point conversion here as Daniel keeps Nathaniel Dunn back there in the backfield with him. Shifts a player over to the right side. That's Tamez. Going to run. Daniel in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Dorados 37-6. Kickoff after this.
Hyundai Elantra GT. This car is loaded with a leather interior, satellite radio, Bluetooth, and it's yours today for 0 money down and $175 a month. That's right, no money down. Drive away today, just $175 a month. Or feel the power of this 2016 Dodge Challenger. This includes the RT Scat Pack, includes navigation, satellite radio, a reverse camera, an Alpine stereo system. Practically new with just 31,000 miles, powered by a 6.4-liter 392 Hemi engine. This today on the lot at $33,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Penalty called on that play after the 2-point conversion. Unsportsmanlike on each team, though, and so that'll be offsetting. And therefore, the Dorados' 2-point conversion stands. And the kickoff will be coming up as they lead 37-6 here at home and appear to be getting back on track after dropping a couple of games in a row here. They won their season opener here in convincing fashion and lost a couple of games. And now the defense has set the tone here tonight against the Texas Power, and the offense has responded, putting the ball in the end zone on every possession thus far here in the second half. There's Darren Daniel and company on track. Kickoff coming up by Ernesto Tamez. Ready to put the ball in play, and away we go on the kickoff. This is returnable, and it's brought out of the end zone, this time by the Power. They get a little seam on that right side and out across the 15-yard line on the return, Cedric Crowell. And so that's where the Texas Power will bring the offense onto the field. Again, they had to separate some players after that play as well. Got fans asking me about Texas Valley Sports. Yes, we have sent out invitations multiple times for Texas Valley Sports for us to cover their football games. We covered them last year, but right now they're talking as if they want to build a little bit on their own, try to gain the fan support without the ability of live broadcast. We're still hoping that we can turn the page on that. Certainly willing and able, and again, we don't charge for any broadcast here on Real Sports Live. In fact, we try to assist anyone we're broadcasting in the ability to go out and, if they're getting sponsors, to add some sponsorship value. I'm giving commercial space to guys like the Texas Valley Sports and the IWFA and some of the entities that are trying to grow by saying, I know you're getting sponsors, so hey, why don't you give them a couple commercials? We'll put it in the broadcast. That ball is a flip pass out in the middle of the field, caught by a lineman, and that's going to be blown dead. I know we had some loyal fans of Texas Valley Sports football, and a lot of the players were always excited to see the highlight reels and see replays of their games. Again, I want to make sure it's crystal clear that we have reached out on multiple occasions trying to line up the broadcast, but we also respect the wishes of the owners, who at this time are trying to build their product in the best way that they feel will benefit their players and sponsors and fans. That door opens up. We'll certainly be there to support that any way we can. Tonight we're at the arena in Hidalgo. This is the RGV Dorados taking on the Texas Power. And the defense now set to make a play. Second down and 15 yards to go. For the Texas Power, that's a bad snap. Picked up by the quarterback. Gets a pass away. It's incomplete. And these center exchanges to Richard Atkins has just been a nightmare for Atkins back there. He's made just some outright athletic plays to keep his hands on the football at times. But it's adding to pressure coming up from this defense, which is already having a terrific game. Atkins brings him up to the line. Under 3 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Atkins waits to send a man in motion. And the motion is a offsides call. Defense flinched a bit but didn't come across the line. Then the offense jumped. A 5-yard penalty marches the Texas Power backwards a little further. Back to the 5-yard line. Richard Atkins takes a high snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw the ball. Now he delivers the ball deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. Into and out of the hands of Kevin Short. He had a pick in his hands. Brings up a second down. That ball was lofted deep downfield by Richard Atkins. He's displayed a strong enough arm, certainly, to go coast to coast here on a single play on this 50-yard field. Fans still watching this game with intent. There's some of the defenders making the plays. That's Xavier Rubin right there, who has been applying plenty of pressure right up the middle for this Dorado defense. Next to him is Solomon Solano. More motion, more penalties. That'll be another penalty against the Texas Power, and they don't have much further they can go back, as that's half of this is the goal line for a second time. Ball back inside the 5 to the 3. And now Richard Atkins will have to take this snap inside his end zone. Sends a man in motion. Takes a high snap. Drops back to throw. Lofts it deep down middle of the field. And nearly caught, but incomplete. Incomplete pass. And that'll be another turnover on downs. The Dorado defense gets the job done and hands the ball to the offense at the 2-yard line of their opponent, with 33.5 seconds to go here in this third quarter of play. And this third quarter's taking some time to play out, thanks again to a lot of those penalties that have been called. Wow, that PA system is alive and well here at the arena in Hidalgo. And they pump up the music. It is coming through to an extreme. Darren Daniel brings him up to the line of scrimmage. They've had a couple of one-play drives that have been scores, and a golden opportunity here to tack on another one and move over the 40-point mark and points scored here in this ball game. Sends a man in motion. That's going to be Isaiah Jupiter. Daniel takes a snap, gets a push from the line, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Darren Daniel. Daniel's third rushing touchdown of the game. And the RGV Dorados go up 43-6 now, with less than a second remaining in the third quarter. Fans, reminding you again, on May the 5th, we'll have the NFL flag football action coming your way from Mercedes. Some of the younger guys that are coming up through the ranks, playing in football, that you'll one day see at the high school level. And then Friday, on that night, Sunday night, May the 5th, we'll be right back here for the Dorados. Handoff on a 2-point conversion, and that will not get in. Nathaniel Dunn was stopped short, but the Dorados lead 43-6. Kickoff coming up.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as the fourth quarter begins. The RGV Dorados will be kicking the football off to the Texas Power. Power showed a little promise out of the gate here in this ball game as their offense was moving the ball. Turned it over on downs and then got an interception against the Dorados. But from there on, the Dorados have just taken literal control of this ball game and put it away, up 43-6. As they tee up the ball for this kickoff to start the fourth quarter of play. Teeing it up is Ernesto Thomas. And he's ready to kick it off. Thomas puts it into play. High bouncing kick, fielded nicely by an up man. Little run on the left-hand side for the Power, but that's shut down. Then there's a face mask at the end of that. James Harden on the return. Pretty clear call there as a face mask came into play. And so the Texas Power will have good field position to start this next drive. Fans watching on our social media, be sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us get our numbers in the direction that we need to keep this thing growing. And also on Facebook, share our link. First thing we ask of anyone watching our games, just share the link. It's a relatively easy click. From there, like our page, follow our page. But sharing the link gets the word out to fans quicker and we get more response than any other venue. On our social media. Roku channel, be sure you download the Roku channel if you're watching this on a big screen, which many do now. First down play coming up for Richard Atkins and the Texas Power. Fakes the handoff, running play, rushed out of the pocket, delivers a ball in the end zone, up for grabs, tipped and incomplete. Trying to fend off a defender was Terrence Compton. They nearly made a circus catch out of that. Second down coming up for the Texas Power. I know the clock, you see it running on an incomplete pass, and that is the way the clock management is designed here at the IAFL. That'll go all the way down to the 1 minute mark of the game, and then they'll go to a traditional NCAA clock management. Pass play in the end zone, that's incomplete. Atkins looking for a timing route that time, wanted to find Chris Miller. He couldn't separate from the defenders. And so an incomplete pass. And this defense continues to make the plays. Crowd having some fun again as the Dorados have the lead here in this fourth quarter of play. Again, they try to keep it a family-friendly environment here for the Dorado games. And always trying to get more and more fans to come out here and join the mix. It's a Saturday night game. The next one will be a Sunday night game on May the 5th here at home. Fake handoff. They'll look to run the ball to the right side. Now they'll throw it last second. That's in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Power. Power in the end zone. Good ball fake that time by Richard Atkins, and then he found his man. And so the extra point coming up for the Texas Power. Atkins lines him up. Man in motion on the two-point conversion. Fumbles a snap, picks it back up, lofts a pass, and it's going to be No good, incomplete. Penalty thrown at the end of the play. And we'll sort that out. Extra point, no good. Kickoff coming up.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Fishing fans, here's your chance.
Two-point conversion is actually good after a penalty was called. And then the runner was pushed into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Now that is a contested call, and it results in a penalty flag that's thrown. And so now they'll have to sort it out before the kickoff. Points on the board nonetheless. Officials having a big conference down there and sorting out the penalty call. Crowd not liking the pause in the action as the officials continue to talk it over. Dorado coaching staff is just convinced that that two-point conversion was no good. Now they have a unsportsmanlike call against the Dorados, against Javier Fimat. That's his second one, and he'll be ejected from the game as a result of two unsportsmanlike calls. 43-14 the score. Just under 12 minutes left here in the ballgame. They did stop the clock after the touchdown. But again, these penalties here in the second half have really slowed the pace of this ballgame down to a crawl. We were breezing through the first half. Now losing the rhythm of this game as a result of the penalties. Kickoff coming up for the Texas Power. They'll kick this away down the left-hand side, and it goes out of bounds. One of the coaches for the Dorados had to scamper out of the way of that one. And so it'll be Dorado football, as Darren Daniel and company will make their way on the field. Daniel in the ball game has 3 rushing touchdowns. Also connected through the air. So now they explain to the fans that the placement of the football is taking into effect the unsportsmanlike penalty that was called on the extra point. The quarterback in the ball game, Renato Nunez, now under center for the Dorados. Nunez takes his first snap, swings a pass right side, completes it to Arvin Jackson. Jackson dives out across the 10 to the 12-yard line. That's enough for a first down for the Dorados, and a completed pass from Nunez. Nunez in there for Darren Daniel. Talked that over with Coach Benny King about building depth. Opportunity here for some playing time under center for Nunez at the quarterback spot. 3 receivers bunch up to the short side of the field on the right side for Nunez. Dorsey, Jackson, and Jupiter. Nunez wants to throw, swings a pass left-hand side. Here's Adonis Cruz, and Cruz bangs it out across the midfield stripe for a first down. Adonis Cruz on his catch. They overloaded that right side with receivers and then went back on the opposite side of the field to Cruz, listed as an eligible receiver from the line. First down coming up for the Dorados. Renato Nunez sends a man in motion going left to right. That's Darius Dorsey. Nunez wants to throw. Out of the pocket, gonna run, takes on a defender and dives forward. Short gain on the play. And a second down coming up. Wide receiver lines up wide right. That's Arvin Jackson. In motion comes Isaiah Jupiter for the Dorados. Nunez going to be hit, gets away from a man, can't get away, and down he goes. Sack on the play. Rodney Timmons making the play. So third down coming up for the Dorados. Dorados football here on a Saturday night, coming to you from the arena in Hidalgo, Texas. For the snap, timeout on the field. Rio Grande Valley Dorados with the lead and the ball after this.
And help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Back here on Rio Sports Live on a Saturday night from the Hidalgo Arena. IAFL football. RGV Dorados up 43-14. They took a timeout. Renato Nunez now sends a man in motion on the left-hand side. Drops back to throw, looking, fires it. Darius Dorsey makes the catch. Brought down inside the 15-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Dorsey on the reception. Nunez put that right on the spot. Now they'll say it's a yard shy, so it's fourth down coming up for the Dorados. Nunez put that ball right on the spot for Darius Dorsey. Needs 2 yards here to keep the drive alive. Dorsey goes in motion left to right. Nunez on fourth down. Drops back, looks to throw, hesitates, still waiting. Now he fires a pass in the flats, caught by Arvin Jackson, and he dives forward, fumbled the football. Dorados have it, it appears. And then there's a flag behind the play. Adonis Cruz came out of there with a ball for the Dorados. That'll be an illegal defense call, so the Dorados will decline the penalty and convert on 4th down and set up 1st and goal. Inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line of the Texas Power. First down and goal to go for Renato Nunez. He's going to keep it, rumbles forward, touchdown Dorados, as Renato Nunez in the house.
Touchdown.
Dorados with 49 points on the board. For Nunez, his first touchdown of the game. And so the offense continues to put up points here tonight for the Dorados. They'll bring in the kicking team to go for the traditional extra point here. Ernesto Tamez out of the hold of Renato Nunez, who just scored that touchdown. Clock running, we go under 7 minutes left in the game. Dorados looking for the extra point here. Good placement, ball is up, and it is no good. It sails wide right. Kickoff coming up, Dorados with 49 points. Lead by 35.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
How to add the VTX1 app to your Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
Fans still having some fun. We get ready for the kickoff here. The Dorados up 49-14. They'll put the ball into play. Deep kick that sails into the stands. And so the Texas Power will bring the offense onto the field and have to start their drive from the 10-yard line. Toronto defense has been one of the bigger stories of the night. But the offense certainly has brought their A game as well, putting up the 49 points. Because again, it's not that they've stalled many drives, especially here in this second half. It's the fact that the Texas Power had some sustained drives in this ball game, especially the first half. They were sustained by getting just enough to get first downs, but then penalties would march them backwards. And so the clock would continue to run while the officials made calls and marked off penalty yards. It did keep the Dorados offense off the field, but no points for the Power. Here's a long pass on the right side. That's going to be up for grabs and picked off for the Dorados. Coming back after the pick. Dorados on the run with the football. Kevin Short makes a man miss, makes another man miss. Kevin Short on the interception. Gets hit at the last second by Rodney Timmons, who appears to be shaken up. But an interception for the Dorados. Gives them the ball back with 5:48 to go, and here comes some penalty flags on the play. They'll call an illegal block against the Dorados. Move the ball backwards. So a nice return by Kevin Short, but it was brought back. They'll move the ball back inside the 5-yard line of the Dorados. Coach Benny King getting an explanation there by the officials. We'll visit with him again this week on our This Week in Dorado Nation. Back in the game is Renato Nunez. Led the team downfield to score a touchdown on his first opportunity at the quarterback spot for the RGV Dorados, replacing Darren Daniel. Officials now call an unsportsmanlike call against the Dorados after the penalty. So a penalty followed by a penalty. Now we'll get set for the snap. Tamez brings him up to the line. First down play for the Dorados. Tamez sends a man in motion, fumbles the snap. Big pile up down underneath. Dorados get back to the football. They'll retain possession. Center exchange that time led to the fumble. And so second down for the Dorados. We go under 5 minutes left in this ball game. Appreciate Bert Ruiz on the camera tonight, keeping things at bay. We're also getting some camera shots from the arena here at Hidalgo. Nunez wants to throw, drops back, throws it deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete, and over the boards they go again. Ruben Flowers, the intended receiver down there for the Dorados. And third down coming up for the Dorados. Renato Nunez will stay under center on this third down play. Two receivers right side. Another man will go in motion as well. Nunez drops back to throw. Steps up, now looks, swings a pass underneath. It's incomplete. Big hit delivered. Fourth down coming up. Kevin Short took the hit there as the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up for the Dorados as we go under 3 minutes left here in this game. Fans making some more noise, having some more fun, using the tomahawk chop right now. As the Dorados come up to the line of scrimmage. Tamez will be under center. Three receiver set right side again for the Dorados on this third down play. Man in motion is Short. Wants to throw, looking downfield, has Short wide open. Now he lost the ball a little bit late, up for grabs. Caught Kevin Short, touchdown. He broke clean free. Looked like the ball was going to get there late, and then he made the second adjustment. Brought it home for the score. Dorados 55-14 with the lead. Celebration there by the Dorados after the Kevin Short touchdown. And so the Dorados offense has put up 55 points here tonight. Extra point coming up. Ernesto Tamez has been a busy man. Good snap this time, gets a kick away, and it is good. Dorados 56-14. Kickoff coming up after this.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Dorados set to kick the ball off as we got a minute 45 left here in this ball game. After losing 2 in a row, the Dorados back on track here on the winning column. Up comfortably here as they kick the ball off. Deep kick, fielded, this time returnable. They'll try to run a reverse out of this return. Up the middle of the field to the left-hand side. Drug down from behind, tackle made. Play comes to an end, and here come the penalty flags. Dorados up 56-14. That'll be an unsportsmanlike, most likely, on Isaiah Jupiter. If it is, it'll be his second, and he'll be ejected from the game. We'll see what the call is, as the officials have been busy.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 2. That's his second unsportsmanlike conduct of the game. He's ejected.
It will be on Jupiter, and he'll be removed from the football game. And so the Texas Power will have the football with a minute 38 left here in this ball game. That 2 stops play a little bit. The second half has doubled up the time spent on the field compared to what was played out in the first half. Texas Power out of Dallas, Texas, coming down tonight for this game. They'll bring in a new quarterback here on this play. It looks like that's going to be Will Judman. High snap to him. Looks to throw, delivers a pass, and complete. Judman looking downfield in the direction of Terrence Compton. Incomplete pass, and we get to the 1-minute warning. Take our final timeout. Back after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Under a minute to go here. A play was run by the Texas Power, so we are running down the final seconds of this one. Thanks again for all the fans that tuned in to our broadcast throughout the past couple of days. Inviting you again tomorrow to watch our all-star basketball coverage from the PSJA North High School. Why not another penalty before this one closes down? Tomorrow at noon, we'll have our first game as the girls sub 6A game will tip off. RGV Coaches Basketball Association All-Star Classic from PSJA North. Following the girls game will be the boys sub 6A game. And then we'll have the girls 6A and the boys 6A games to round out 4 games of coverage tomorrow and ultimately wrap up our high school basketball coverage for the year. Be talking about some interesting numbers that we pulled off in basketball season. Clock running down. And that will do it. The RGV Dorados win this one by the final score of 56-14. The IAFL here on Saturday night at the arena. The officials now say there was a timeout call by the Texas Power. They want to put 5 seconds back on the clock. Clock operator was trying to get out of here on a Saturday night and go home. Official said a timeout's a timeout. We'll keep it right here. So tomorrow we got basketball coverage, and Monday I think we're actually off. I don't know of any broadcast that we could pull off, although I would if somebody had a sporting event ready to roll. Tuesday we'll be back on the air, and we may be making a trip out to Zapata. Maybe our Tuesday game of the night for System 1. Final play of this ball game to play out for the Texas Power. Quarterback Will Judman waits for the snap. Drops back to throw. Steps up, delivers the ball down in the end zone. That's going to be picked off by the Dorados. Final play of the ball game is a pick, and it's going to end up being a pick 6. Down the right-hand side, Ruben Flowers to the house. Touchdown, Dorados to close it out. A pick 6 started the scoring. A pick 6 wraps up the scoring for the Dorados as they win this one by the score of 62-14. Going to do it for our broadcast as well. We got to wrap this thing up. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Reminding you can watch the highlights of this game a little bit later on. You can also watch replays on it on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook, and also go to our Roku television channel. You'll see replays of these games as well. Final score here, 62-14 for Bert Ruiz, for all the advertisers, for the arena which assisted us in the broadcast, for the Dorados, and for the Texas Power. I'm Joe Bowley. Good night.